If you think your day was bad, I read the terms of service for 15 minutes! All right. I'm going to read the terms of service. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm going to read it. So, let's take the hard way out, shall we? Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd license agreement for DaVinci Resolve. Important. Read this before installing the software. This is a legal contract between yourself and Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd. Before you click on the agree button, it's important you carefully read the terms and conditions of this agreement. Oh my god, that wasn't a good idea. By clicking on the agree button, you're agreeing to be bound by these terms and are becoming a party to this agreement. If you do not agree to all the terms, click the disagree button and do not install or use this software. No. It's too much. 1. Subject to the terms of this agreement and subject to payment of applicable license fees, Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd, Blackmagic Design, hereby grants to you a non-exclusive license to use this software product, the software, and accompanying documentation on the terms below. If you are granted a license to the software of the Blackmagic Design product, such as a camera, your license to use the software is subject to your retaining ownership of that product, and your license is automatically transferred when you sell or transfer ownership of the product. The software may be used on a single system only and may be copied for archival purposes, provided a copy must contain all of the original software's proprietary notices. This license to use in a single system entitles you to access and use the software in one and only one at a time on the following ways. 1.1. You may install the software on a single computer device for access and use by one end user at any one time. 1.2. You may install the software on a computer or computer system operating one or more virtual machines, including without limitation any infrastructure as a service or platform as a service computer system, provided that in such a case each virtual machine is considered to be a single system for the purposes of this license agreement and only one end user at any one time may access and use the software on that virtual machine. Holy shit, why am I doing this? 1.3. You may use the software to enable one end user at any one time. I got it already, Jesus Christ! Access to the software online via software as a service computer system for the purposes of enabling an end user to access to end use of the software via software as a service computer system. You may only grant to the end user rights to access and use the software subject to the end user first agreeing to terms of service that include terms equivalent to sections 2 to 6 of this license agreement. 2. Blackmagic Design makes no representations concerning the suitability for any purpose of the software or about the accuracy of data or information made accessible by it, other than the warranties specifically set out in this agreement and other than as required by the law. The software is provided as is, without express or implied warranties, including but not limited to implied warranties of merchantability. I have no idea what this word means or if I read it correctly, but whatever. And fitness for a particular purpose or why am I doing this? Infringement, whatever, of intellectual property rights of third persons. Blackmagic Design assumes no liability for any damage, whether direct, incidental, or or consequential suffered by you or any third person as a result of use of the software. Some states do not allow execution of an... Why is it all caps? Implied warranty, so this disclaimer may not apply to you, and you may have other legal rights that vary from state to state or by jurisdiction. Limitation of liability. Under no circumstances and under no legal theory, tort, contract, or otherwise shall Blackmagic Design or its suppliers or resellers be liable to you or any other person for any indirect, special, incidental, or any consequential damages of any character, including without limitation damages for those... Oh, we're almost halfway there. For loss of goodwill, work stoppage, computer failure or malfunction, or any and all other commercial damages or losses. In no event will Blackmagic Design be liable for any damage in damages in excess of the license fee paid by you to Blackmagic Design to license the software, or for any claim by any other party. This limitation of liability shall not apply to liability for death or personal injury. Holy shit, what the fuck? For death or personal injury to the extent applicable law prohibits such limitation. Furthermore, some states do not allow the execution or limitation of incidental or consequential damages, so this limitation and exclusion may not apply to you. 3. Content accessed through or created by this software is the property of the applicable content owner and may be protected by applicable copyright or other intellectual property laws. This license agreement conveys no rights to such content. Okay, that's good to know. 4. Blackmagic Design has no obligation to issue any updates, revisions, corrections, new versions, or manuals for this software or otherwise to support this software in any way. 5. Blackmagic Design reserves the right at any time to alter prices, features, specifications, capabilities, functions, licensing terms, release dates, general availability, or other characteristics of the software. I can read. This is just so fucking small. I don't know why. 6. The software is owned by Blackmagic Design or its suppliers. Title, ownership rights, and intellectual property rights and to the software shall remain in Blackmagic Design and or its suppliers. You agree to abide by the copyright law and all other applicable laws of the Australia, United States, and other applicable jurisdictions. You acknowledge that the software and source code for remains a confidential trade secret of Blackmagic Design and or suppliers. You may not modify, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, disassemble, or create derivative. I have no idea what, like 50% of it I did not get. Okay, like Hebrew is my native language, not English, so that's probably one problem, but holy shit, what the fuck is this? I guarantee even native English speakers won't get a lot of this. Wait, okay. Trade secret of Blackmagic Design and or its suppliers. You may not modify, translate, reverse engineer, decompile, disassemble, or create derivative works based on the software. I've read it already. Copy the software or remove any proprietary notices or labels on the software. You must not rent, lease, or sub-license your rights under this license agreement except as may be expressly permitted in this license agreement. 7. You may terminate this license agreement at any time by destroying or erasing your copy of the software. Your license will terminate automatically if you fail to comply with the limitations specified herein. What the hell is this word? I don't know this word. Upon termination of this license agreement, you agree to destroy or erase the software. In the event determination, the provisions of paragraphs 2 to 6 of this license agreement will survive. 8. Blackmagic Design may collect, use, and transfer machine-specific data during internet-based software license activation or deactivation. Information collected will be machine-specific and will be used for activation-related software support and software license validation. 9. Blackmagic Design warrants warrants for a period of 90 days from the date you purchase the license for the software that the software will be free from material defects in normal use and will perform materially in I need to breathe. Jesus Christ, 10 minutes! Coordinate with its documentation. Blackmagic Design's entire liability and your soul. That's not how you write soul. And your soul. What is soul with an E? I'll check it out later. Remedy for a breach of this warranty, that is, Blackmagic Design will, at its option, either A. Replace the software. B. Refund any license fee you paid for the software. What the fuck? Any refund or credit provided shall be conditional or return of any security devices associated with the software in full working order. 10. This license agreement shall be governed by the laws of the state of Victoria, Australia, and the applicable local law of such jurisdiction where Blackmagic Design's intellectual property rights may be infringed. The venue of any dispute under this license agreement shall be the applicable state and or courts of Victoria, Australia, except that Blackmagic Design may enforce its intellectual property rights before the competent courts of any jurisdiction where an act of infringement has occurred. Final decisions of the specified courts may be enforced in any court of competent jurisdiction. 11. If any... Holy shit, I'm at the end. Damn. If any provision of this license agreement is unenforceable, invalid or violates applicable law, such provisions shall be deemed strict and shall not affect the enforceability of any other provision of this license agreement. 12. This license agreement sets forth the entire agreement between you and Blackmagic Design. No change, modification, addition, or amendment to this license agreement shall be valid unless in writing and signed by an authorized officer of Blackmagic Design. 2022 Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd. All rights reserved. Blackmagic Design, Blackmagic, Tech Linked, Multibridge, HD Link, Video Hub. Excuse me. What the fuck? I mean, we all know. I mean, if you remove the video, and I mean, change the video, starts with a P. Anyway, and leading the creative video revolution are trademarks of Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd. registered in the USA and other countries. For further information, please contact Blackmagic Design Pty Ltd. 11 Gateway Court, Port, Melbourne, Victoria 3207, Australia. www.blackmagic.com. Holy fucking shit! I think I'm the only person on earth who did this. If you're not watching the entire video, you stupid bitch, I just sat and read this, so, I mean, I literally just, I mean, what the fuck did I do? Holy shit. Anyway, thank you. If you stayed and watched the entire thing, I mean, you're crazy just as I am.